Saving by way of coins is one of my strategies in saving for my goals, and I have these two containers where I put the money. You can see this one has more than 5 shillings and the other one has ones. So we are going to count the money with you and let me see how much I have saved over time. Hello and welcome to another episode of Live, Learn, Adventure and Charity. And this is where we talk about finance, personal development, travel, and community service. If this is your kind of content, kindly consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload a new video. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to save loose change, and in this case I'm referring to coins. First, we start by identifying the source of this loose change because we need that money to be able to save it. So the first thing I would look at is your pocket, your wallet, your handbag. Yeah, just basically those things that you work with throughout the day. For this model to work, you need to have your daily expenditure, and this expenditure has to be in cash. In most cases, myself included, I do weekly shopping because I carry my packed breakfast, lunch, fruits, and snacks. So you have to have a way of either you align it to your spending or you create that expenditure to be able to have some loose change, number one. And remember, even if you're creating an expenditure, it doesn't mean you go beyond your budget. Maybe if you want to be so disciplined, you shift your saving from a monthly perspective to a weekly and perhaps maybe to even daily. The next place you can look for your coins to be able to save is your home. I think if you're following us, we shared a short which shows that you have a lot of surplus even in your office drawers, in your car, or even in your house. So just check through your stuff to be able to ascertain that whatever place could be having coins, you have already utilized it. Comment down below if you can consider this mode of saving as one of your saving plans and why. Do you feel like there's some sort of seeming like the amount is too low and it will take you a long time before you save? The next thing, which is also a bit common, not mostly in Africa, I have not seen an African doing this. So the next thing is to borrow or rent a metal detector and make it a hobby. You can go to parks, sports fields, beaches, and you use the metal detector to be able to identify valuables. This can actually be more than just money, and you can just sell, and of course you get the money from the sales. The next thing is that you can find ways to create more change. This is whereby instead of using your mobile money or your credit or debit card to make your payment, you use cash. And then that of course means that there's a likelihood that you can get some change, and that's what you use to grow your piggy bank. The next thing is that you check for valuable coins like silver coins, bitcoins. I don't know how valuable Bitcoin is, but such coins. The next thing is to create a piggy bank container. You can actually DIY or you just buy the ones from the shop and you put it in a prominent place such that every day or every time you get to see it, it will remind you that you have an obligation to remit your savings, to grow your savings and all that. The next thing is tally your change each month. The key thing is set a budget for yourself each and every month. So when you're tallying, you know how much you have achieved and what is outstanding. This gives a picture of where you are and where you want to be, and it helps you if you're lagging behind on your target, you try and catch up in the coming month. The next thing is don't stock up the coins in the house. They're not adding value. You can exchange like
in the supermarket where they have issues with change, you can exchange them and give you notes. And these notes, you put them in your savings account or you put them in your investments so that they can grow your money. If you stock up all the money in your containers at home, they're not going to add value. So don't just save and keep the coins in the house, grow the coins. If you're struggling creating your emergency fund, saving for a trip, or trying to pay off a debt, this is one of the ways you can accumulate your savings and ensure they help you get to that thing that you're having a hard time achieving. Comment down below if you have ever used coins to as a way of saving and how it turned out. The next thing is create a saving challenge. You can either use envelopes, you can use the containers like I have, and piggy bank. This will give you morale to save and to grow your savings using the loose change. Imagine, don't look at it as just small monies. And again, this loose change should not be restricted to coins, even notes. You can tell yourself every day my expenditure is maybe 1,000 Kenya shillings, and if I don't spend the full amount, the balance goes to my piggy bank. That's also an amazing way of saving your loose change. The next thing is having a no spend day. If you have a budget like we have said of 1,000 per day, if you create a no spending day, then you save the whole amount. You see, it boosts your saving, and this is also the loose change that we are looking at that is loose and available. Comment down below if you have ever tried a no spend day. The next thing is start small, think big. If you create a saving culture like on a daily basis or a weekly basis, what will happen is you will now automatically be consistent in your saving, and gradually when you see the importance, you will be able to enhance the amount such that if you have been saving 20 shillings or $20 every month, with maybe an increase in your income or an increase in loose change, you get to save more. The next thing is look out for discounts and offers. This is also an amazing way of making that saving, and that extra shilling coin can go to your savings. Comment down below if you look out for offers or you're stuck to maybe specific brands and specific products that sometimes when other products are on offer, you don't look at them. The next thing is you can prepare your grocery shopping early in advance. Shop in the market instead of your local grocery store. That will give you a saving. So if your grocery budget is, for instance, 1,000 Kenya shillings or $10 per week, you can go to the market and maybe spend 700 or 70. So whatever you spare, you put it in your saving. If you're still watching this video, thank you so much for considering us worthy of your time. And if you're new, kindly consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload a new video. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. Kindly remember to like this video, comment down below. Let's have your feedback on what you think about this mode of saving and maybe the subsequent topics you would want us to discuss. The next thing is when you treat yourself, treat your savings account also. If you go out and get yourself an expensive drink, put the same amount in your saving fund. This will boost your saving kitty and it will help you even as you grow your savings. So once you take stock of the coins that you have saved, it's time to write them down to make your work easy to present at wherever you are exchanging. be it a bank, be it a supermarket, be it even in the shop, such that once you list how much you have, you'll be able to just go and exchange. As you can see, I've broken down to 40s, 20s, 10s, 5s, 1s, and all that. And then you submit them for exchange. And like we said, you grow the money. Don't submit and now say, this is my expenditure for this week. You will have not achieved what you intended to do because the goal was to save. Yeah. So here are all the coins. As you can see, I had done quite some good job in the saving, although like now I'm lagging behind because of using mobile money and the card. So I think this is also a wake-up call for me to wake up and revisit this mode of savings. However, I have already automated my saving, so it's not like I'm really not doing anything about it, but I would want to do better. You can see the saving is 4,000. Can you imagine? After thinking that you're only saving coins, and then you realize the coins add up to 4,000. 4,000 is some good money if you put in your investments. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. We value you and we value your continued feedback and your continued support. See you on our next one. Bye.